Looking for the perfect way to kick off your weekend? Tune in to Tiki Man Radio every Friday night from 7 to 9 for the one and only B-Man and Michelle. They're bringing you all the tropical vibes, good times, and great music to start your weekend off right. Catch the show live at tikimanradio.com or stream it on YouTube at Tiki Man Radio. Don't miss out on the fun. It's island time, no matter where you are.
Your own personal Jesus, someone to hear your prayers, someone who cares. Your own personal Jesus, someone to hear your prayers, someone who's there. Feeling unknown and you're all alone, flesh and bone by the telephone. Lift up the receiver, I'll make you a believer. make second best, put me to the test. Things on your chest, you need to confess. I will deliver, you know I'm a forgiver. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith. Your own personal Jesus. Someone to hear your prayers, someone who cares. Your own personal Jesus. Someone to hear your prayers, someone to care. Feeling unknown and you're all alone. Flesh and bone by the telephone. Lift up the receiver, I'll make you a believer. I will deliver, you know I'm a forgiver. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith.
Originally called Decoration Day, from the early tradition of decorating graves with flowers, wreaths, and flags, Memorial Day is a day for remembrance of those who have died in service to our country. Memorial Day, which falls on the last Monday in May, honors the men and women who died while serving in the military. This solemn occasion is a time to reflect on these American patriots who made the ultimate sacrifice while protecting and defending the country they deeply loved. This is the day that we pay homage to all those who served in the military and didn't come home. This song is for you.
Never thought that this is where I'd settle down. I thought I'd die an old man back in my hometown. They gave me this plot of land, me and some other men, for a job well done. There's a big white house, it's on a hill just up the road. The man inside, he cried the day they brought me home. They folded up a flag and told my mom and dad, we're proud of your son. And I'm proud to be on this peaceful piece of property. I'm on sacred ground and I'm in the best of company. I'm thankful for those, thankful for the things I've done. I can rest in peace, I'm one of the chosen ones. I made it to Arlington. I remember Daddy brought me here when I was 8. We searched all day to find out where my granddad lay. And when we finally found that cross, he said, son, this is what it costs to keep us free. Now Now here I am 1,000 stones away from him. He recognized me on the first day I came in, and it gave me a chill when he clicked his heels and saluted me. And I'm proud to be on this peaceful piece of property. I'm on sacred ground and I'm in the best of company. And I'm thankful for those, thankful for the things I've done. I can rest in peace, I'm one of the chosen ones. I made it to Arlington. And every time I hear 21 guns, I know they brought another hero home to us. We're thankful for those, thankful for the things we've done. And we can rest in peace, 'cause we are the chosen ones. We made it to Arlington. Yeah, dust to dust, don't cry for us. We made it to Arlington. Come from. Here's what I tell everyone. I was born by God's dear grace in an extraordinary place where the stars and stripes and the eagle flies. It's a big old land with countless dreams.
Coming to you live from the Beachy Shell Studio in Key West, Florida.
Well, if you ask me where I come from, here's what I tell everyone. I was born by God's dear grace in an extraordinary place where the stars and stripes and the eagle flies. It's a big old land with countless dreams, and happiness ain't out of reach. Hard work pays off the way it should. This ain't enough to know that we've got it good, where the stars and stripes and the eagle fly. There's a lady that stands in a harbor for what we believe, and there's a bell that still echoes the price that it costs to be free. I pledge allegiance to this flag. If that bothers you, well, that's too bad. you got pride and you're proud you do. Yeah, we could use some more like me and you. Where the stars and stripes and the eagle flies. There's a lady that stands in a harbor for what we believe. And there's a bell that still echoes the price that it costs to be free. No, it ain't the only place on earth, but it's the only place that I prefer. To love my wife and raise my kids, yeah, the same way that my daddy did. With the stars and stripes and the eagle flies. Where the stars and stripes and the eagle flies. Stars and stripes, stars and stripes, stars and stripes, stars and
Coming to you live from the Beachy Shell studio in Key West, Florida. You're listening to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle.
B-Man and Michelle on a Memorial Day weekend, coming to you live from the Beachy Shell Studios here in Key West, Florida, on Tiki Man Radio. Look at this beautiful lady right over here next to me. How are you doing, Michelle?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing good, Sweet Pea. Apologize, everybody, but I have 3 mice in front of me for my computers. And I grabbed the wrong one and I hit something. And I was like, no, no, no. I had to start the song over. I was like, how unprofessional is that? But you know what? I don't care. Hey, I got some shout outs here. We've got a full house in tonight. Let me start off by saying, let me get to the very beginning here because we've been going back and forth with a lot of different people. We got Monica, the producer, tuned in. Hello, Monica. Eric Smith. He is trucking through Ohio into Indiana. And then we've got Donna Cummings and Bill Cummings. They're listening in. They're on their way to Coyote Woods. And let me see who else here. Blah, 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 da, 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 da. Callie McCool is in the house. Way to go, Callie. And 1L Michelle is in. So thank you, Michelle Myers, for tuning in. And I think that is everybody. And yes, Callie, that is a cockpit view on a Delta aircraft coming into Key West. And Tiki Man's in the house. How you doing there, Danny? I hope everybody is recovering from Costa Rica, which looked like it was one hell of a fun time out there. So what do you got to say over there, Michelle? Nothing? Nothing to say? Well, we're going into Memorial Day weekend. This is our Memorial Day show. We did it last year, and we're going to do it again. So it's paying tribute to those and honor and remember to those who served our country and didn't make it home. They sacrificed for what we have today, us on the radio.
Uncle Dewey.
Your Uncle Dewey. Now, I was showing pictures of Arlington Cemetery. There's also the honor. There's so many American cemeteries.
Over Europe.
Here in the States and abroad, but your Uncle Dewey is
in Belgium, at Henri Chapelle.
And it's such a beautiful location. Tell everybody about the Memory Museum.
Remember Museum.
Yeah.
Well, Matilda and Marcel had started it a long time ago, but I don't know if they're still active. I mean, they still travel a lot and do stuff.
Well, we get their annual Christmas card, and that Christmas card...
They're in their like late 80s, and they're
My God.
they travel to the U.S. and to Germany and all over.
Well, they talk
Europe.
about all the different generals that they host and all the different squadrons they host. I mean, the cool thing about them is it's not just the high dignitaries of generals and such, but I mean, they even have the younger troops that come in and
Well, my mom and dad and I stayed with them when we first met them.
yeah, it was we had such a great time. And so they do such a great job. And tell them about the museum.
Well, it's an old farmhouse where they live, and it's similar to the farmhouse that Marcel grew up in. He grew up about 2 kilometers or so away. He was a young boy during World War II, but his brother was older, and I think they hid him in the attic so he wouldn't be drafted by the Germans,
Yeah.
and that kind of messed him up quite a bit. But when when everybody left, the Americans and the Germans, when they would pull out, they left a lot of equipment behind. So they've got tanks and
Yeah, their little museum.
all kinds of things.
I say little, really it's kind of big, but
It's in a 300-year-old farmhouse. I
Yeah,
mean, the barn area of the farmhouse, I guess. But
well, and the neat thing is they kind of take you through what it was like.
like crossing a German checkpoint with the German shepherds.
He's done such a great job in preserving that memory. And why did they do that?
Well, it's to remember, to not forget. I don't know if they still do that, but one of their primary goals is to teach school children about World War II and
And what
happened,
and how we
how the
kind of
Americans helped
helped liberate and bring an end to what happened over there. So yeah, it's beautiful. I've been honored to meet you there, and go through it and experience it, and it really is something amazing. All my years living in Germany, I mean, I spent a total of 8 years, 4 years in West Germany, and of course, when it reunified, I went back, but and did another 4-year tour. But it's really cool to see the castles and to see Munich and the beer house and all the other stuff. But my first landlord was the coolest landlord. He actually sat me down and showed me old pictures of his family, and his family members were part of the SS.
a lot of people.
And he had he showed me he was proud of this, but I think not in a way of Nazi Germany, but he was proud of it in a way that he has
a
copy of Mein Kampf that was given to his family by Adolf Hitler.
Signed. Yeah.
And he had to show me that. And it wasn't because, oh, look, Adolf Hitler. It's like, look at this piece of history.
Yeah.
And I found that fascinating. And he would take me up, we'd go jogging in the mornings, and he would take me up through the hillsides and show me some of the different German locations along B40. And B40 was constructed by Hitler. I mean, he was actually, when it came to
the Autobahn,
improving,
roads and
logistics and stuff like that, the Autobahns and B40 and all that. But, I heard a lot of crazy stories from the Germans that I worked with. And, man, I'm glad I got to experience the stories, see the things that I have. Nobody will ever, walking through Dachau and just feeling you feel it in the air. So, in so many different ways, but, I'm glad I've had those experiences. It really has made me reflect on so many different things. We got Mo in the house, everybody. She says she's kind of listening. Dinner time here. Look, Mo, you gotta eat at 5 o'clock and be ready for this, for our time here. Hello, Mo. We are going to behave tonight. That's what Callie said. So Callie was, I'm trying to remember, was he a flight engineer or loadmaster? I think flight engineer. I think that's what he was when he was in the Air Force. So good to have you with us tonight, and just you know what? It's kind of funny. Listening to some of these songs, it really kind of puts a weird feeling in me. So I don't know. I get a little sentimental. I can't help it. This time of year and Memorial Day weekend and what it really is all about. As we were watching news earlier, and everybody's like, "Oh, the roads, and everybody's going away for hot dogs and all this," and I'm like, wonder how many people really know what it means. Hey, it's a holiday. 3 days. I get 3 days off, and we're going to have hot dogs and barbecue and go throw horseshoes. But anyway, Callie says, is it true that German beer is served at room temperature? Here's my answer to this. It's not super, super cold, like, getting a good Bud Light, out of the ice thingy. So it's a little bit, I'll tell you who has warmer beer. England. Oh my God. That took me a little while to get used to, especially when they're cranking it out. They're really like pumping it out. He's like, and I'm like, and they come out and you're like, you look at it and it's like, is this drinkable? But they've been doing it for a long time, and what can you say? What else we got on the tabs tonight? So it's more Memorial Day weekend.
We're going to be off next week.
Yes, we are going to be off next week. And why, Michelle?
Because we will probably still be setting up the RV.
That's right. Next week at this time, we should be at the Disney campground. What is it? It's 7:15. You and I should be already set up.
If we're set up and it's not raining, we'll be headed down to the Trails End.
And drinking what?
Old fashions.
Old fashions, probably, yeah. Michelle Myers. Unfortunately, a lot of people only think of Memorial Day weekend as a 3-day weekend. Yeah, you are definitely correct. And she says Guinness at room temperature is. You're right. Guinness at room temperature is pretty good. So, and most says most European beer is served warm. I have been served beer with an ice bag in it.
An ice bag that has ice.
I thought you only put ice bags on things that hurt. So maybe after drinking a warm beer, it's going to hurt. I don't know. Today is our goddaughter's birthday, Cece. She is a whole 1 year old. Graham Andrews, how are you doing? He just joined us tonight. I appreciate that. Hey, if you're listening, don't forget to hit those thumbs up. And why do we say hit those thumbs up? Because that tells YouTube we're pretty damn cool, and it gives us a lot of accolades. So why? I don't know. Just give us a damn thumbs up, Just do it. Do it, baby. So we've got our upcoming trip. So we're leaving next Friday. So no radio show next Friday.
Maybe Friday after that. We haven't decided yet, have we?
I thought we did decide on that.
Okay, we don't have anything planned. I was just like, if something came up, possibly, maybe.
Well, we had one of our. I got thinking about this earlier today. One of our friends, Air Force friends that we were stationed with in Korea, passed away yesterday, and he lives in the Orlando area. And I don't know if they're going to do his funeral there or not. And if they are, I wouldn't mind. And here's where I feel bad about this, And I don't want this to be like the Debbie Downer show, because it's not. We're just celebrating our freedoms and all that good stuff with all the people who have served for us and not come home.
Ultimate sacrifice.
Yeah, that ultimate sacrifice, like Michelle just said. But I feel bad about this because we were stationed in Korea with him, and this guy is always out on Facebook, highlighting our career field. I'm a port dog. Port dogs, we're out there. Aerial port. We're out there. Sometimes the first in, they always, people are like, we're the first in and last out. No, baloney, because we're the ones that meet.
You can't get there first if there's nobody to unload your stuff.
That's right. So that's why we have to be there, baby. And so he's always keeping track of everybody. And it was sad that we heard about it this week, and kind of put a hole in my heart there, because he's for as many times we've gone to Orlando, we've never had a chance to meet up because his schedule, our schedule, and we always say we'll make it happen next time. Well, you know what? Unfortunately,
there's no next
time. And the moral to the story of that is take time to do things with your friends.
Well, we tried the last time, and then he was late. Yes. Make it, so.
Yes, we were playing at the VFW, and he was supposed to be there, and work got involved. But Jack was a great guy. So, Michelle Myers, are you doing Tuesday on the Island next week? We are doing Tuesday on the Island this coming Tuesday, the 27th.
From The Pint.
Southernmost Pint Brewpub, 522 Front Street here in downtown Key West. And when you're in downtown Key West and you're really thirsty, go by the Southernmost Pint Brewpub and get yourself one of their 18 beers on tap. Who actually is the sponsor
Of our cameras.
of our cameras. Let's do this the right way. No. If you're watching on YouTube, no. There it is. It's the spoon, the very first spoon they ever used to stir a batch, and it's now ours. So yes, they do sponsor our cameras, and we so appreciate that. So yes, Tuesday on the Island will be happening this week, and we're going to add. We are not doing a Tuesday on the Island when we're gone, but we get back the 16th of June here in Key West.
So we will be.
And
We'll be back on the 17th.
And the 17th, we'll be doing a Tuesday on the Island back where?
At the Pint.
The Southernmost Pint Brewpub, 522 Front Street here in downtown Key West. And if you're in downtown Key West, please stop in there and try 18 of their beers on tap. And look at this spoon right here. This spoon was the first spoon that stirred their batch. And it's mine now. Can you believe I just remembered all that from the first one? All right, so we talked about our upcoming trip. I do believe we're going to...
we are off for Tuesday on the Island.
Yes.
On the 3rd and 10th.
Yes. And then from there, you and I will be... I think it's the 6th is when we're doing the next one.
I think that's the plan. Like if nothing comes up.
Yeah, if nothing comes up, but we'll definitely keep everybody posted. I'll keep Danny posted. Callie McCool says, enjoy VFW, best beer, pool, and trash talking the other branches. Yeah, we have a great time, and last time we were there, we played music for the VFW folks in there. We're taking some stuff with us this time. Maybe it might work out. We get to do it again. Who knows? But I want to get to some more music. We're going to come back. We got some more talking we're going to do. I got some other updates. We're going to let you know what's happening coming up. And again, Memorial Day weekend, everybody. And I hope you guys at least enjoy your weekend. Take a minute just to reflect a little bit of what the heck this all means, because I think a lot of people just really kind of overlook that and forget. I can see that, every day, there's always something and we're working hard and, we get a break. But you know what? A lot of people sacrificed for us to have that 3-day weekend, and I think we should pay a little bit of respect and remembrance to them. Billy Dean's Memorial Day, everybody. B-Man and Michelle's Coast Confessions on Tiki Man Radio.
The empty chair up against the bar, a cold beer and a purple heart. Picture of a soldier that I never knew. It's just another vacation day for most of us on Memorial Day, but not for that KIA and dress blues. And I got to thinking to myself, well, that's someone's brother, someone's son. A life cut short that just begun. A mono soldier, a Marine down to the core. He got the call, he did his part, but the part that breaks my heart, he has to rest in peace on some forgotten shore. And maybe I can do a little more. An American worth dying for. An ice chest and a fishing pole, a beach blanket and my 8-year-old. He said, Dad, this is the best day of my life. I took a breath and I said a prayer. Daddy never goes over there. In that moment I felt the weight of the sacrifice. Someone's daughter, someone's son, a life cut short that just begun. I can't go back now to the man I was before. They got the call, they did their part, but the part that breaks my heart, they have to rest in peace on some forgotten shore. American worth dying for. Worth dying for. Worth dying for. They got the call, they did their part, but the part that breaks my heart, they have to rest in peace on some God-forsaken shore. Maybe I can do just a little more to be an American worth dying for. Worth dying for. Worth dying for. Empty chair up against the bar, a cold beer and a Purple Heart. Thank you, Sergeant Ennis.
Well, I'm going to play you the song that started it all for me, ladies and gentlemen. Back 10 years ago, I wrote this song with a guy named Wood Newton. We had met on a radio show on WSM and got together, and we wrote this song. And we wrote this back in February of 2001, and it came out in August of 2001, 3 weeks before 9/11 happened. And when we wrote this song, we weren't thinking it was a patriotic song, but when the planes flew into the buildings, it became a patriotic song, and it got played a whole lot. And it was a number one. It was my first number one, first big single as a writer, and it was first number one. So, and it allowed me to quit the old day job, and I've been doing this ever since, full time. So, so glad to be here today with y'all too. It's great. It's called Riding with Private.
I was just out of the service, thumbing through the classifieds, when an ad that said old Chevy somehow caught my eye. The lady didn't know the year or even if it ran, but I had that $1,000 in my hand. It was way back in the corner of this old ramshackle barn, with 30 years of dust and dirt on that green army tarp. And when I pulled the cover off, it took away my breath, 'cause what she called a Chevy was a '66 Corvette. And I felt a little guilty as I counted out the bills, but what a rush I got when I sat behind the wheel. I opened up the glove box, and that's when I found the note. It was dated 1966, and this is what he wrote. It said, "My name is Private Andrew Malone, and if you're reading this, then I didn't make it home. But for every dream that shatters, there's another that comes true. And this car was once a dream of mine, now it belongs to you. And though you may take her and make her your own, you'll always be riding with Private Malone." Well, it didn't take me long at all, I had her running good. Love to hear those horses thunder underneath the hood. Had her shining like a diamond, and I'd put that rag top down, and the pretty girls would stop and stare as I drove her through the town. The buttons on the radio didn't seem to work quite right, but it picked up that oldies show, and especially late at night. I'd get the feeling sometimes if I turned real quick I'd see a soldier riding shotgun in the seat right next to me. A young man named Private Andrew Malone, who fought for his country and never made it home. But for every dream that shatters, there's another that comes true. And this car was once a dream of his, back when it was new. And he told me to take her and make her my own. And I was proud to be riding with Private Malone. One night on a rain-slick road, I took a curve too fast, and I still don't remember much about that fiery crash. Someone said they thought they saw a soldier pull me out. Oh, they didn't get his name, but I know without a doubt it was a young man named Private Andrew Malone, who fought for his country and never made it home. But for every dream that shatters, there's another that comes true. And this car was once a dream of his, back when it was new. And I know I wouldn't be here if he hadn't tagged along. Yeah, that night I was riding with Private Malone. Oh, thank God I was riding with Private Malone.
Looking for the ultimate craft beer experience in Key West? Head to the Southernmost Pint Brewpub, 522 Front Street in downtown Key West. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. It's your must-stop spot for 18 handcrafted beers on tap. Available in 4, 12, and 16 ounces. Not sure which beer to choose? Try their flights of 4-ounce beers and find your favorite. The Southernmost Pint Brewpub also offers wine, cider, seltzers, and refreshing non-alcoholic drink options. And the food? Oh yeah! Dig into their Scotch eggs, German potato pancakes, Thai peanut noodles, chili cheese fries, and so much more. Every bite's a flavor adventure. Happy hour runs daily from 4 to 6 p.m. with 25% off drinks and discounted snacks. Want to enjoy that wonderful Key West tropical attitude? Then enjoy their giant outdoor seating area with fun games and comfortable seating. After dark, enjoy their giant projector and building-sized screen and watch your favorite sports event and entertaining films. Planning event? Book their space for free. At Southernmost Pint Brewpub, every pint tells a story. Yours could be next. That's Blast Beer Company, Southernmost Pint Brewpub, 522 Front Street here in Key West. Open daily 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Blast Beer Company, around since 1992, making beer one barrel at a time.
You know, here at Tiki Man Radio, we always encourage you to get out of your comfort zone. Try something different. Be bold, and no matter what you do. Let me tell you about the official rum company of Tiki Man Radio. Reef Rum is American-made with an offbeat blend, sweet and smoky for the wise and the rebel. It was created for bohemians and connoisseurs who tire of the same old thing. It's an eccentric blend of natural banana, orange, and coconut, balanced with a touch of smoky flavor. To find out where you can find Reef Rum, visit reefrum.com. That's REIFRUM.com. If you're looking to step out of your comfort zone, then Reef Rum is where you need to be. When you go to reefrum.com, make sure you use the code word TikiMan to get free shipping on your first order. Reef Rum, the official rum of Tiki Man Radio. Smooth, smoky. It's time to get out of your comfort zone with Reef Rum.
Coming to you live from Beachy Shell Hideaway Studio in Key West, Florida. You're listening to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle. Now, back to the show.
It's another beautiful day here on the island. So we
just had a little excitement.
We just had an incident of some sort.
Not really an incident.
Tell the story, Michelle.
Well, you saw in your email, you're like, oh, the cat food is here, been delivered.
Yeah, we had a package that we got
so
delivered.
I thought, well, I'll go check and see if at the door. It wasn't out like in Susan's yard, so I walked through there, And I left our door open so she'd know I was coming back through. So I find the package, and I start coming back through ours, and she opens her door, and her dog Spike comes running out. And then, since our door was open, he ran into our yard and all the way around the house.
Well, he's not gonna go far.
Susan was chasing him, and
Yeah, I see her go running. I didn't see the dog. And
because he was down low.
And then I see Danny Hoy out there dancing and jumping around. I'm like, what the hell's going on out in the backyard? I'm just trying to do a radio show, for crying out loud. I'm just like, what's happening? And then I took my earphone thingies out, and I hear her out there. Spike, Spike. Yeah.
I need to run all the way around to the
I was like, good God.
side.
Never a dull moment here at the Beachy Shell Hideaway, for crying out loud.
We have cat food.
Hey, that's right. Don't forget, when you're in town, make sure you go to the Pint, 522 Front Street. And I was there yesterday hanging out with them I said I was only going to stay for a little bit, but I think I was there 3 hours, wasn't I? 2-3 hours? I don't know.
I was watching Star Trek.
Well, I had 2 beers, and they're like, have another beer.
Strange New Worlds.
I know you were watching that. And then
Captain Pike.
And I was getting ready to leave, and then she's like, can I buy you a beer? And I'm like, all right, you can buy me a beer. So I ended up having another beer and sitting there talking with all the people around and telling my story. You know me, I'm a storyteller in this town. Actually, I think I need Danny to help me write my book. Maybe he could be my, what's that?
Ghostwriter.
The ghostwriter. There you go, Danny. I have a job for you, friend. You could be my ghostwriter. Hey, you know what Michelle Myers is wearing tonight? Think about it, Michelle, before you answer. Think about it hard. What is Michelle Myers wearing? Think about it.
A crap t-shirt?
No. No?
Nope.
Okay. Shall I tell you?
Yep.
She's wearing she's wearing a pair of earrings, a B-Man and Michelle earrings.
Oh. Okay.
Actually, it was a B-Man. Wait. Yep, B-Man and Michelle earrings. She sent me a picture. So thank you, Michelle, for doing that. We appreciate that so very, very much.
I was going to wear the earrings that she gave me today, but I didn't. I wore something different.
Oh, really?
Yes.
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 Yes. Ha ha. Hey, before I forget, if you want earrings, let us know. I can make some earrings for everybody. But I also want to bring this up. I got a whole bunch of crap stickers, so if you're looking for
patches.
You're right. Oh, I bought stickers too. I had stickers in my mind too, but patches. Conquer Public Aerospace Program patches. If you want to get a patch, let me know. I'll tell you how you can get that. And that's kind of neat. And then, of course, for you Tiki Man Radio fans, I still have a bunch of these patches that have Velcro in the back. So if you want to like sew them to something and you can officially wear that, let me know. I'll tell you how you can get them. And then I have some without Velcro. So if you just want to like
sew it onto your
jacket
or whatever,
that's fine too. Or your favorite backpack, or your favorite, when you guys go out to your next destination, you could say, as you see your bag coming around, you're like, oh, it's a Tiki Man Radio. Look at that. That's all about me. So I'm just saying.
Punch a hole in it, make a bag tag out of it.
That's right. You can make a bag tag out of that. That's a good thing. That's a smart idea, Michelle. God dang, why are you so smart? Looking for a smart woman in a short dress.
Real short skirt.
What kind of skirt you got on tonight?
I don't have a skirt. I got shorts.
Oh, you got your shorts on. There you go. Callie McCool says, can you guess what I'm wearing? Does it involve underwear?
Is this an obscene phone call?
Is this an obscene phone call? Mo's like, Lord Callie, no. Oh gosh, is Michelle Myers? Mo wants to know, is Michelle Myers wearing Coastal Confession? We should come up with
a Coastal Confession shirt.
Yeah, we should. We should do that. And then, hang on, tell them. I wanted you to tell them about something. Tell them what we're doing Tuesday with Gary.
With Harriet?
Gary.
Oh, yeah, Tuesday is Gary's birthday. So after we get our mani-pedis. Well, I'm getting a mani. You're not getting a mani. Maybe you're getting a mani. I don't know. And then we do Tuesday on the island over at the Pint. Then Gary got us tickets to go with him for his birthday, him and Bobby, to go out on, is that the historical boat?
Yes, it's the Hindu. which is getting ready to go north for its
To
annual.
Provincetown? It's going to Provincetown, I think. He said P-Town, so I was
I
assuming
think
that was
it's Provincetown because it goes up for its annual refurbishing. You know, they clean it up. You know, fix the plank that everybody has to walk off of, and so yeah. So we're gonna go out Tuesday with Gary on his birthday, and I'm calling that our pre-anniversary because
The next day.
the next day on Wednesday is Michelle and well, it's our birthday. It's our anniversary. 19 years. Ooh, baby. Na 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 na. na 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 na. 19 years with you dealing with me and my stuff.
That's been longer than that. That's just how long we've been married.
I know. What, 24 years?
Well, we met in 99. At the end of 99. So
1999.
25.
We're going to party like it's 1999.
We did.
We did, yeah. Oh, my God. I can't tell you the crap we did in
we were
Korea.
happy the electricity didn't go out, so we went and got another keg.
Yes, James Manny Petty. Although, all right, I'm a fingernail biter. I can't help it, but I've been doing good this last week
Since you got your manicure.
since I got a manicure. And
I think you should get another one.
Oriana, man,
It's been 2 weeks.
she beat me the hell up, and she did it on purpose. She was rough just to remind me that, you know what, it hurts when you don't have fingers, and it did. And I was like, damn, girl. And then she started filing off my calluses on my fingers, and I'm like, no, I need those for guitar. So we got that taken care of. So, Ray, the roadie, has tuned in. Hello from a balmy 50-degree New Hampshire.
That sounds kind of...
H is cooking shrimp tacos. You know what? If she was going to put chicken or beef in those tacos, that'd be great. I am not a fish taco fan.
It's not fish, shrimp.
I don't care. Shrimp swims with fish, and I'm not doing it. So the only time I had a fish taco was that time that Greg Villarreal made them, Nicky V's. You guys heard us talk about Nicky V's a million times. And, yeah.
And their daughter just graduated from high school a year early.
A year early. And like you said earlier, we all were concerned about that girl.
I wasn't. I knew she was smart.
I think you were a little bit.
No, I wasn't.
All right, you weren't.
You even used to say how she's smart.
Oh, she's smart as hell. And so was her brother, who somehow hacked my damn phone just so he could play games. I was like, how did you get
Did he buy something? Did he buy a game?
No, he didn't buy a game, but...
I think he bought a game on Craig's phone.
He bought a game on Craig's phone, and he spent like $150 in buying games on...
His dad's phone?
His dad's phone. And I'm telling you, man, that kid was smart as hell. You know, it was like Einstein's cousin or something, but... E equals MC. Hey, I just bought 5 games on your phone. I don't know how I did it, but let's check this out. Ray says the Hindu fun boat ride. Is that the one you try getting us on all the time? What did Ray just said? That I have to either show or hide? Dude, you scratch your... Stop bitching about my nails. Oh, man. Give it up to Ray. And Maureen reminded me, and I want to throw this out there real quick because Daddy lost his mother this past week when they were in Costa Rica, and I know how much that man loved his mother, and I know how much she loved him, and it's a sad passing, especially when he wasn't in town, but our hearts and prayers and everything goes out to Danny and his family and Heather, and passing of his mom is just, we're there with you, brother, and you know that. I don't even have to say that. You know how we are, and he's like a brother from another mother, or his mom, and I got another mother. So, but no, I love you to death, Danny, man. You're such a great guy, and it's funny how the two of us, over the years, I mean, the first time I met Danny was over our new single, actually CD that came out, and he interviewed us. And God, he and I have just been friends ever since, and he's just such a great guy. So, yeah, man, you know we're there with you in spirit and in your heart and everything. So, yes, and James Cohen, yes, Manny Petty, yeah, if I can squeeze in a Manny, I might do it. If not, I'll figure something out. So. Yeah, and Ray had mentioned, a balmy 50 degrees in New Hampshire. It's funny because Nancy, who works down at Nailtini, she lives in New Jersey, and it's her time. They're supposed to leave today to go back to New Jersey, but it was 49 degrees yesterday, and she's like, I don't want to go back, so they changed.
Actually, there, because it's more humid, might be colder, but like 49 or 50, like in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
That's shorts and flip-flop weather, as long as it's not too windy.
Well, yeah. I mean, it would snow in the morning, and by noon it's completely gone. Sun's out, and we got shorts and.
But I'm saying even when it's only 50 degrees, it's still nice.
No, you're right. Different climate and everything, but what can I say? Let me see. What else have I see? We've talked about our anniversary coming up in 19 years, so that's going to be Wednesday. You and I are going where?
The cooking school again.
Oh yeah, but we love it. It's such a cool spot.
Well, the last 2 times were free, right?
Yes.
And this time's half off.
50% off for us locals. So we're taking.
And that was just through the end of this month. So
so we're taking advantage of it because it's their food. It's fun in there. I don't care.
This time we're going to get seafood risotto.
Seafood risotto, which is not like having a shrimp taco. You would eat a shrimp taco, wouldn't you?
Shrimp taco sounds kind of weird, but I guess I'd try it.
I would probably just eat the shrimp and then.
Is it chopped up? I mean, like you don't have to like bite into the shrimp then.
I don't know. Is it chopped up there, Ray?
I chopped into like half-inch pieces or something.
Hey, and Ray and Harry, you guys got to tell us. They arrive on June 20th. They're going to stay with us till July 1st. So we're going to have to. We're going to play games. What else you want to do, you guys? You got to tell us.
I told Brian I got to psych myself up for.
Yeah, well, Michelle's not a game player.
For board games and card games.
Although this is how she suckered me in to being,
I played poker like once or twice with you guys.
You played more than that.
And then only like 1 or 2 games. I'm like not. I can't play for 3 or 4.
And somehow you end up with all your clothes on and we're naked.
It wasn't strip poker.
It wasn't strip poker. I'm kidding. Harriet says it was 40 degrees yesterday, and she says, I guess I won't make you shrimp tacos when I visit. How about no, you crazy Dutch woman? No, but you guys got to let us know what you want to do or what things you like to eat so we can get to the commissary and pick up a few things. And, are you breakfast eaters? I mean, I can make a bunch of burritos and have some here, and I can take some down the Nailtini. Those guys like when I feed them. I took them down 2 half pies today.
Oh, you were talked about giving next door neighbor.
Yeah, I need to give her something next.
Danny's over there too, so you could give him.
Maybe I'll just take the whole damn pan over there. You going to eat any of it?
I want a little tiny piece of the cherry.
Okay, well maybe I'll.
I guess sliver.
Maybe I'll do that, but anyway, I made them. I was going to make this lemon type of pie. And I could not find lemon pie filling anywhere on this frickin' island. So I ended up using cherries and apples.
Dixie?
I went everywhere. I even went to Fausto's because Fausto's has the weirdest stuff on their damn shelves.
Go to the other Publix?
Yes.
Both Publix.
And I'm thinking, Fausto's has got to have it. Fausto's has so many weird ass things on their shelves. And I walked in there. Same crap everybody else has. I was like, well, I guess I'm just going to have to improvise. And I did, and I took it down the Nailtini. I don't know if they liked it because no one said anything. I'll be there tomorrow morning to say hi, and they'll either go, that was the worst crap I ever ate, or, dude, that was the best thing I ever had. So we'll see what happens. All right, well, I got more stuff to talk about, but I want to get to some more music. And what Callie says, Ray reminds me of a game I played with the wife. Oh, God, I'm not saying that on the radio. Callie. Oh, my God. You can say things on the internet, but I think somehow we still get banned, so I'm not saying that kind of stuff. But got Darby Ledbetter, who's a trop rock artist, and he is a retired military. He came up with some really good stuff. So I'm going to play a little bit of Darby Ledbetter. We're going to get into some more music. We got a long way to go, folks, so I hope you guys are having fun with us tonight. B-Man and Michelle's, we're celebrating some Memorial Day weekend. And let me see, Michelle's waving right there. That's the camera right there, Michelle. What are you going to do? Michelle's going to do something. Michelle, oh, there it is. Hang on. Going to wave the flag. Wave it right there. It's that camera right there, babe. She's got the American flag. Oh, she put it in my back. All right. Guys, I hope you're having a good time tonight. Thanks for being a part of what we're doing. Make sure you hit those thumbs up. JoJo Fish is on. Says it's miserable up here. Rain again and cold. We so sorry for all the cold weather. I wish I could send you some of this hot stuff your direction, everybody. Darby Ledbetter, I won't let my guard down, everybody.
There's nothing left to pack. She throws that rucksack on her back as she waves goodbye. He's looking fit to fight, pulls his chin strap tight and falls in line. Just like the flag that flies on every sleeve, they hold tight to all that they believe. 'Cause they're always there, always ready. Their will is strong and their aim is steady, doing their best to keep us safe and sound. It might get hard, it might get tough, but they won't back down, no they won't give up. 'Cause the look in their eyes says without a doubt, I won't let my guard down. From cities, towns, and farms, they stand arm in arm, shoulder to shoulder. Behind each face and name, a heart beats strong and brave in every soldier. At any time, they would risk it all. No, they don't mind answering the call. 'Cause they're always there, always ready. Their will is strong and their aim is steady, doing their best to keep us safe and sound. It might get hard, it might get tough, but they won't back down, no they won't give up. 'Cause the look in their eyes says without a doubt, I won't let my guard down. It's a creed, a soldier's way of life. When it comes to freedom, they won't compromise. 'Cause they're always there, always ready. Their will is strong and their aim is steady, doing their best to keep us safe and sound. Oh, it might get hard, it might get tough, but they won't back down, no they won't give up. 'Cause the look in their eyes says without a doubt, I won't let my guard down. I won't let my guard down. Don't let your guard down.
Fighting soldiers from the sky, fearless men who jump and die, men who mean just what they say, the brave men of the Green Beret, silver wings upon their chest. These are men, America's best. 100 men will test today, but only 3 win the Green Beret. Trained to live off nature's land, trained in combat hand to hand, men who fight by night and day, courage take from the Green Beret, silver wings chest. These are men, America's best. 100 men will test today, but only 3 win the Green Beret. Back at home, a young wife waits. Her Green Beret has met his fate. He has died for those oppressed, leaving her this last request. Put silver wings on my son's chest. Make him one of America's best. He'll be a man they'll test one day. Have him win the Green Beret.
Hey everybody, join us for Sunday Mornings with the Tiki Man starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Island Time right here on Tiki Man Radio every Sunday. Come over and be part of the show. We'll be streaming live on the Cammy's Grammy Live Cam on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, and get into the chat and be a part of the show. That's Sunday Mornings with the Tiki Man starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Island Time right here on Tiki Man Radio, your coastal Americana radio station.
Tired? Hungover? Or just need a boost? Rehydrate, recover, and relax at IV hydration stations in Key West. Whether you're curing a hangover, supercharging your immune system, or enhancing your performance, they've got the perfect IV therapy for you. Choose your vibe. Kick back in their people-watching window seats with a loved one or a friend, or just unwind in serene privacy with soft lighting and lavender eye pillows. IV Hydration Station offers hangover relief and prevention, immune boosts and energy lifts, athletic recovery and beauty enhancers, skinny shots, semaglutide, anti-aging, and so much more. Their emergency-trained nurses will customize your treatment for maximum results. Visit one of their 2 locations in Key West, 328 Simonton Street and 1200 White Street. Call 305-509-0919 to book your appointment or just walk in. IV Hydration Station. Rehydrate, recover, and relax.
Hey, this is Beth from Nailtini. Do you ever feel like getting your nails and hair done before vacation is a chore? Why not enhance your vacay experience by visiting us at Nailtini, 817 Duval. Our perfect petties will make your feet look fabulous in those flip-flops. Or maybe you want a beautiful blow-dry and style for your night on the town. Men's haircuts, facials, and waxing? We do that too. We live up to our name and serve you a martini or a drink of your choice during your service. Now, back to Tiki Man Radio, your coastal Americana radio.
Yeah. B-Man and Michelle. Coastal Confessions right here on Tiki Man Radio, coming to you live from where?
The Beachy Shell Hideaway Studios.
I caught you.
I was just like,
You just like stare off. La 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 la. I'm staring. Oh, let me see. See if I need to catch up with everybody. Ray was sending me pictures of the shrimp tacos. He said they're yummy. I'm like, doesn't look that bad, but I'm like, I still don't know.
them here?
That's them right there on that picture. I don't know. I'm just kind of like, it's the fish thing. I don't know. I just don't think it's the right thing to do in a taco. But hey, that's the way it is. Who do we have else coming in here tonight? Let me see. Michelle Meyer caught up. Michelle Meyer said they're going to see Debbie and Kathy Ledbetter this weekend. So this weekend or the next? Yeah, this weekend. Yeah. So very cool. They get to see he's a great guy. Nice dude. I like him. He's really cool. Let me see. What haven't we not talked about tonight, Michelle? We talked about the Hindu sale, and I actually sent a message to Susan next door because Danny's over there, and I'm like, if you want some pie, you can come over and get some pie.
Danny Hoy.
Danny Hoy.
Not Danny.
Danny. Danihoy. So, yeah. So if they want to come over and get some pie, come on over and check out my pie. What? You don't like that? The look on your face says it all. Okay. Let me see what else is going on. We're just packing, getting ready for the big trip, the 2 weeks. You know, last year at this time...
Actually, it's more than 2 weeks.
When did you and I leave last year? We left like middle of June, wasn't it? When we went on our last trip?
Let me look.
Because we spent time up there. We went to we were at Danny's house. I'm trying to think, when we were at Danny's house.
For the 4th of July.
I can't remember. Last year was like a blur.
For the big party.
The only thing I remember was it was hot, and I kept blowing circuit breakers at Danny's house.
We left on the 23rd of June last year.
23rd of June, wow. So, yeah, this year we'll be back. And see, Callie says, hey, we had Music Heals concert this Sunday put on by Delta Vet Group and Lions Club near me. Well, that sounds pretty cool. Hope you have a good time, Callie. Sounds like a lot of fun. And proceeds are going to the local vets. I love that. I love when you and I did, me and Jim Seymour, when we were up in the D.C. area. We did that.
Wounded Warriors.
Wounded Warriors. God, we raised like $50,000 for those guys up there. We raised a lot of money. I thought that was so cool. And, of course, all the money went to the Fisher House to support Wounded Warriors and those folks who go to the Fisher House, which are usually next to VAs or military bases for those families whose loved ones are going through a lot of trauma. So I'm glad we were able to raise that much money for them. And that was really cool. So that was a lot of fun. Anything big this weekend? You and I are going to start loading up the RV, doing our thing. And
yeah. Are you going out there tomorrow?
I was going to go out. I was going to do my walk in the morning, and then I was going to I want to run some stuff out. I'm going to run the solar panels out for the 2 batteries and a few things.
I don't know if I've got my clothes squared away enough yet to take them out.
That's fine, because I was going to check. I got a list. I got some stuff I'm going to take out there. We really can't do anything until like Sunday and Monday. And then Thursday, I'm going to take the batteries out Thursday night because I don't want them out there in that heat. So, and I don't want to do it the day we're leaving, for crying out loud. I want to have enough. The hard part's going to be wrangling these cats in the bags. I mean, that's always. I kind of feel like Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom when I'm trying to grab these guys because they're just hard as hell to capture, and they're all over the place.
You can find them. Sometimes they hide, and you're like, where the hell did he go?
Well, I know they are the toughest little guys to hunt down, and and it's that's why we kind of need like that crazy music. You know, we're going around little Benny Hill music and stuff. But yeah, they're tough to capture. Ray wants to know, is the generator still running on the RV? Yes, it is.
Yes. He turns it almost every time we go out there.
And this is the sound we get.
Wow.
So, no, it is running, thank God. I do have a laundry list of things once you get here that you'll need to help me with, around the house, change plumbing out. We're going to change the toilet out. I'm kidding. Actually, I think Fred, you helped Fred, one of the ploggers here with the faucet. I think he had something going on. He says, "Oh man," he goes, "Good to be here," and I'm like, "Well, yeah, I don't know if he wants to work or not." Callie says, "Question: Can you have an open container in an RV?"
I do.
Yeah, Michelle does.
When we used to travel with the parrot heads and stuff, going.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we all had, except for the driver.
Yeah,
pretty much
the driver.
I don't know if it's legal or not, but we all did.
And usually at some point, Donna's hooters were coming out when they went by the truckers, and they'd honk at the horn, and she's like, we're like, okay, Donna, you're how old?
Oh, Lori'd stand. Well, they had the bigger one, and she could like stand up completely in the front, completely naked.
Yeah, and she would too. So you're like, oh my God. The funny thing is, they had that blow up doll. That blow up, that damn.
I'm trying to remember what her name was.
I remember. I forget what her name is, but that one year
she had a name.
They attached it to the front of their RV because we were all going down to. That was the year we played music.
Wanda.
I think
that's her.
Her sister.
Her vibrator's name.
Oh God. I forgot.
What was the blow-up doll's name?
Oh, my God.
I'll think of it.
Yeah.
It had something to do with the surprised look on her face.
I don't remember, but I just remember them showing up in that damn RV, and that blow-up doll was secured to the front of their RV.
But when she wasn't there, she was on the front of their gate when they would have a party.
Front of the gate when they had a party. Oh, my God, yeah. Jesus. Some of the stuff those guys would do. That's why we love them so much. They're crazy and fancy-free. It was always a fun time with those guys. Oh, my God. Never a dull moment. I just remember the stories they were telling that one year when they were all, I don't know, they were either eating gummies or doing something, but they were all freaking out in that parking lot at a Walmart thinking, someone's trying to break into the RV. Oh, my God.
Well, they stayed overnight in the Walmart instead of, staying at an RV park. And so, yeah, Donna thought somebody's trying to break in. She's getting the gun. I was like, okay.
It's just like,
going to put a cap in somebody's head.
Yeah, that's what she goes, I'm going to put a cap in someone's ass. Try coming in here. Eric says he's halfway through Ohio now. All right.
So.
The Buckeye State, everybody. Hey, I have a question. Let's ask this question. If somebody can answer this, and you know what, if I find out you Googled it, all right, all bets off. But if you could tell me, Arlington is laid out on whose land?
Everybody knows that.
No, not everybody might not know that. If you can tell me that, I'll send you a Tiki Man patch. That's right. So think about that. No Googling, you guys, all right? Don't be cheating just to get a Tiki Man Radio patch. But
if you know.
If you know.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. So, and we'll get to some more music here. We got some beer drinking music coming up. I want to make this a Debbie Downer show, but, it means a lot to Michelle and I, because Michelle's lost family members. And
I wasn't born at the time.
You weren't born at the time, that's right. But, I have to say, my grandfather was
my dad's
actually,
older brother.
Yes, your dad's older brother. And then, of course, my grandfather, which he came home from World War II, but he actually served with Patton. He was somehow connected into Patton. And
well, my uncle was waiting on Patton.
Yeah, and
they were waiting on him in the Ardennes forest.
And of course, he got a Purple Heart when he came home, because when they were taking the tanks off the rail cars, one ran over his foot, and they gave him a Purple Heart for that.
But it had to be in combat.
I don't know.
Maybe just in a combat zone.
Might have been.
That sounds like
Joe Fish has got it correct. The land that Arlington sits on,
Robert E. Lee,
was Robert E. Lee plantation land.
Yep.
And during the Civil War, as a punishment to Lee,
well, when we won, we're taking your land.
They said, we are confiscating your land, and then they decided to turn it into the Arlington, what it is today. So, yes. So I will give you a patch. I have to come up with something else for people to try and answer the question. But yes, I'm a big Civil War buff guy. I mean, I living in the D.C. area, the history and everything, it's quite interesting. And so that's all I got to say about that. Let's get to some more music. This song right here, Michelle's going to recognize this one. It's a Diana Ross and the Supremes.
Soldier Boy?
Reflections.
Oh.
And what show is that from?
China Beach. It's one of the
China
opening songs.
Beach. That is one of your favorites.
Some of the seasons.
And I put that in here, everybody, because it's really cool. Hope you guys having fun. Thanks for hanging out with you guys. We got an hour to go. Don't go nowhere. Diana Ross said.
Through the mirror of my mind, time after time, I see reflections of you and me. Reflections of the way life used to be. Reflections of the love you took from me. Oh, I'm all alone tears. I see a dream that's lost from the hurt that you have caused. Everywhere I turn, seems like everything I see reflects the love that used to be. In you I put all my faith and trust, right before my eyes. My world has turned to dust. After all the nights I sat alone and wept, just a handful of promises are all that's left of love and you. Reflections of the way life used to be. Reflections of the love you took from me. In you I put all my faith and trust, right before my
Hello, Tiki fans. It's time for Two Songs to Drink To with Bill and Ann Abbott of the Amateur Adventurers Club, only on B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions. Tiki Man Radio, your coastal Americana radio station.
Said it's after 5, can't you leave it alone? Cause there's no working during drinking hours. Can't you just...
She's a beauty, but she's got rabies. Hey buddy, where'd you get your date? I think you'd better get her on back to the zoo before it gets too late. Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Weightlifter Man. Well, I guess I have no defense. It's just the things that you do when you're drinking. Oh, they seem to make so much sense. Well, I'm ready. Let's get a tattoo. I want a great big old anchor on my chest. Or maybe that heart that says I love Mary. You know, I think I like that one the best. Well, I'm sorry, Linda. Oh, I guess I have no defense. It's just the things that you do when you're drinking. Oh, they seem to make so much sense. Well, we've been having ourselves one hell of a night. We've been drinking since way early this morning. That tequila and rum and wine and beer all mixed up together sort of sneaks up without much warning. And I know I really should go home. Hell, it's 2:45. Do another shot of wild turkey. Well, now that makes sense to me. Oh, hey, baby, can I come over? Well, I know it's 4:30, but hey, just think of it as a date for tonight. And I'm stopping by just a little bit early, yeah. Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Jones, well, I didn't catch your voice. I guess I have no defense. It's just the things that you do when you're drinking. Oh, they seem to make so much sense. Well, we've been having ourselves one hell of a night. We've been drinking since way early this morning. That tequila and rum and wine and beer all mixed up together sort of sneaks up without much warning. And I know I really should go home. Hell, it's 2:45. Do another shot of wild turkey. Yeah, now that makes sense to me. Well, pull over, walk a straight line. Now what kind of game is this? Hell, I wasn't weaving, I was trying to dodge an armadillo back there. And I bet his armadillo family is sure glad I missed. Well, I'm sorry, Officer Man, well, I guess I have no defense. It's just the things that you do when you're drinking. Oh, they seem to make so much sense. It's just the things that you do when you're drinking, boy. Oh, they seem to make so much sense.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't
Hey there, it's Keith Sykes from Planet Earth. I don't always listen to the radio, but when I do, I make it Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle every Friday night. Thank you very much.
I don't know where am I gonna go when the volcano blows. I never been hated like this before until you. You're the only one who never likes a single thing I do. It's about enough to make me lose my mind. So I tell you what I've been thinking. I'm gonna build me a bar in the back of my car and drive myself to drinking. I'm gonna drive myself to drinking, and I won't have to go nowhere. 'Cause any place I wanna go, I'll be already there. I'll have swinging doors and tunes that roar out how my heart is sinking. Oh, when I build me a bar in the back of my car and drive myself to drinking. I'll never understand why you like that crowd you do. Whenever they're around, they're surrounding and loud. I gotta yell just to talk to you. And when I wanna have you to myself sometime, you run off like I'm stinking. So I'll build me a bar in the back of my car and drive myself to drinking. I'm gonna drive myself to drinking, and I won't have a care. I'll be going 90 to nothing and just be sitting there. My eyes will shine like big headlights and my finely tuned up Lincoln, baby. When I build me a bar in the back of my car and drive myself to drinking. When I build me a bar in the back of my car and drive myself to drinking. Well, thank y'all so much. All aboard!
Hello, everyone. This is Ed the Train Man from Get on the Peace Train with Ed the Train Man. Join me and the Peace Train conductors every Monday, 5 to 7 p.m. Central Railroad Time, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Railroad Time. And we'll come to you live from the Paradise Way Tiki Bar Studios in Crown Point, Indiana. That's the Lakes of Four Seasons. And our show is about hippies, trains, trop rock, and, of course, our local music scene here in Northwest Indiana. My show is brought to you by JM Real Estate, the commercial real estate of the Florida Space Coast, and Better Call Becky, Better Homes and Gardens right here in Northwest Indiana. So get on the Peace Train, all aboard on Tiki Man Radio.
Mr. Engineer, can you take me far away from
got an itty bitty Hey Tiki Man Radio fans, this is Emily Randall from Chicagoland, and I love tuning in to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle on Friday nights from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern on the internet at tikimanradio.com or watch live on YouTube at Tiki Man Radio. Reach out if you've got a song request or a confession.
Surrounded by walls.
Thank you very much, Emily, for bringing us back into the show. We so appreciate her. We've got some exciting news about her. What? And the exciting... I haven't even told you this. I've told you a little bit about this. But we have a new song that is hitting.
Ready to?
It's in the studio now with our folks up in Atlanta. I wrote it, come up with the melody and everything, and it is sitting in Atlanta with my Atlanta Swampers. And one of the things I want to do on that is I want to bring in Emily Randall with her violin skills, her fiddle stuff that she does. And I asked her if she'd fiddle around with it for a little bit. Ah, ha, 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 ha. That was pretty good of me, wasn't it? Anyway, she sent me a message this week, and she said she would be honored to be a part of this new song. So just know that song is coming out. This is going to be a really good one, guys. I really think this is going to be good. I'm going to pitch this one to Kenny. I think Kenny would do this for me. I bet you $1 million of fake dollars. We'll see what happens. But anyway, so it was good chatting with her via email this week, and she is all in for it. So all in, baby. At some point, I think Susan and Danny's coming over here because I offered them pie. So we're going to come over and try some of my pie, ladies. Here, have a couple gummies and then try some of my pie. Kidding, Michelle. I'm kidding. That's how I get the girls here in Key West. I offer them gummies and pie. Oh, my goodness. What was the other thing? There's so much going on. JoJo Fish. I'll be mailing out one of those patches to you. And then she said, by the way, 6 weeks post-op with ortho surgeon today, doing great. Still have more work to do with PT and the range motion, but don't need to see the doctor for a year. So she did great with her knee replacement. I think that is really cool. We're going to get you taken care of.
In about another year and a half.
It's sad. It drives me insane, but you're going to get there, babe. And let me see. They said YouTube cut off. Is YouTube cut off, everybody? Let me know.
Give some feedback.
Give us the feedback because it seems like it's working on my end. It says excellent connection. So if you've lost YouTube, let me know. If I have to go refresh this and go to music or whatever we got to do, but it looks like it's running on my end. It says live and everything's happening. So nothing's gone dark on my end, Mo. Those Bill and Ann Abbott this week, they had two great songs. Things You Do When You're Drinking by Jim Morris, and of course, Drive Myself to Drinking by Keith Sykes. And I'll tell you what, man, Keith is an honest. I love that guy.
He's ominous.
I was gonna say he's an awesome dude, but I was like, just mixing words here. That song in 2015, you and I played the last.
Six
String Music Fest in New Orleans. And it was a lot of fun, and I still have the T-shirt with us on the lineup because Keith Sykes was part of the lineup too, and we were part of the lineup, and it was so great. And you know what? Keith has just been the coolest guy, over the years.
He's a nice guy.
He is. I mean, Drive Myself to Drink, and I love playing that song. So that's one of the songs that we play. Eric says, what was the question? The question was...
Is your YouTube working?
No, I think he's thinking about maybe the Arlington question. Arlington Cemetery.
Whose land was that?
Whose land was that? Who was the owner of all that land? Now, I'm assuming, I think some of that land was also purchased even after that, but a large majority of it because...
Yeah, they just purchased a bunch. Well, we were there, I think.
Yes. But Robert E. Lee's house...
And property.
But his house sits there, and you can go, when you're there in the D.C. area and you go to Arlington, you can actually go through the house, and they'll tell you all about it. It's really cool. So much history there. Spend the entire day there and just soak it all in because it's awesome. And I can't tell you how many times I've been there, and I would go back tomorrow and spend a whole day there.
Your dad's there.
Yes, my father is there.
He's in a drawer.
He's in a drawer, which you and I might be in the same damn drawer with him.
Well, I'll be squeezed in there.
All squeezed in there playing poker. It was like, full house, 4 aces.
That would mean I'm in purgatory.
They'd be like, God damn it, Dad, you cheated again. Where'd you come up with that other ace?
Playing card games for all eternity.
Oh, my God. So the weather here has been...
warm.
Super warm.
It's warming up.
It is warming up here. It's amazing. It's like a light switch. I mean, we've had the greatest spring. It has been so nice. We've had doors open.
I'd say up until, about a week and a half ago? 2
Yes.
weeks ago?
Oh, my God.
It has been nice since January.
Oh, it's just been the best weather. And then it's like a light switch. Beep.
Now it's hot.
And now you're like, holy crap, it's hot.
And humid.
Yeah. And so it's been kind of crazy there. Although I guess it's even hotter up north. At least we've got some of the breeze coming in off the water. But still, good God, it was hot. Just can't take the heat, man. Staying inside. Although, it's been nice in the mornings. The weather in the mornings have been pretty.
Still humid. You open the doors and I can feel it back in the...
Oh, it's not that bad.
I'm like, oh, you must have the doors open.
Bad.
It's getting humid.
Eric says they live right next to the Annam Battlefield. You know what? That is a nice... You know what? That's a really cool area, Eric. I've been to that one. So, Antietam.
Antietam?
I think... Are you talking about the Antietam Battlefield, Eric? Because I always laugh at my boss. Remember Linda?
Mm-hmm.
She's like...
Antietam.
You're going to Antietam.
Antietam.
You're going to Antietam. When I first met her, it's like, where are you from? New York. Where at New York?
The Brooklyn.
Brooklyn Buo. I'm like, what? Brooklyn.
In the Buo.
In the Buo. And I'm like, in the what?
Sound like Barbara Wawa.
I used to give her crap all the time. I'm like, what? Brooklyn Buo. I was like, what the hell's a Buo? A Buo.
A burrow.
A burrow? A Brooklyn burrow? See, I can't even say it now, but love her to death, man. She and I, we bumped heads there for a while, but we're like brother and sister, and she's a good lady. Donna said they've had rain every day, a sucky spring, and snow tonight. Holy crap, Donna. Where the hell are you? Up in Canada? Yes, Callie, good question. What is everybody drinking? Michelle, what are you drinking over there?
Pilar. Blonde.
She's drinking her Pilar. Let's get that picture right there. Show them.
Pilar blonde.
Show them your best.
Where am I? That one?
Yeah,
Or this one?
yeah, you're on this one. This one now. Yeah. Kind of give them like a swoosh with the ice cubes.
Oh, the ice cubes are all melted.
Yeah, so she's got her rum. I'm actually not drinking anything at the moment, so I may have to go refresh here shortly. I forgot the last time we were doing it. So Maureen's drinking beer. Donna Cummings, what kind of bourbon? You're talking my stuff, Donna.
Who kind of bourbon? What kind of bourbon?
What kind of bourbon? Hang on. Yeah. Talk to him for a second while I look at this. I've got like a million things going on here.
Looked like you said Burlicata. I was like, I've never heard of that brand.
It's tasty. All right, hang on here. I got to look at something. I got 1,000 things happening here at once. I don't have the staff Danny ass for crying out. Talk, Michelle, why I do this.
Why? I have nothing to say.
So I was reading something that Bill Abbott, he's like, upstate New Yorkers don't talk like that. And I'm like, well. But I'm telling you, that was Linda.
But Linda from the Buo does.
Linda from the Brooklyn Buo. That's how she talked. And boy, when she was really pissed off, holy crap, for Christmas that one year, because she used to slam her phones out. She would get in a pissing contest with somebody on the phone, and she would slam that receiver down, and the buttons on the phone would go flying.
The government phones with all the hold and this and the forward.
So we were doing Christmas giving gifts one year, and I bought her one of them Fisher Price phones where you kind of like pull it and the eyeballs go up and down and all over the place, and that's what she got for Christmas from me. I was like, see if you can break this one. It's child proof. Let me see, Michelle Myers. Callie, we are in the car, so water. However, we do have Reef Rum and Sprite Zero to enjoy tonight when we get to the hotel. Where are you going, Michelle? I didn't know where you're going. Donna says Basil Hayden. That's some good stuff.
Brian likes a toast.
I like the toast. The Basil Hayden toast is really tasty. That's some really good stuff. So is that one of them? And Michelle, where are you and Tim going? I didn't know you were on the road. I thought you were at home. So although you did say you're going to go see, you're going to run into Darby Ledbetter. So where are you at? We want to know. Inquiring minds want to know where you're at, Michelle Myers. In the meantime, everybody else, what are you drinking? We're going to get some more music. And then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about this day in music because I haven't done that yet. So we got that to do. But in the meantime, I think we're going to have a little bit. Well, their mouse isn't working here. A little bit of Rolling Stones. Paint It Black, everybody. On a Friday night with B-Man and Michelle. Panama City, Michelle Myers. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I see a red door and I want it painted black. No colors anymore, I want them to turn black.
I see the girls walk by dressed in their summer clothes. I have to turn my head until my darkness goes.
I see a line of cars and they are painted black. With flowers and my love both never to come back.
I see people turn their heads and quickly look away. Like a newborn baby, it just happens every day.
I look inside myself and see my heart is black. I see my red door, I must have it painted black.
Maybe then I'll fade away and not have to face the facts. It's not easy facing up when your whole world is black.
No more will my green seagull turn a deeper blue. I could not foresee this thing happening to you.
If I look hard enough into the setting sun, my love will laugh with me before the morning comes. I see a red door and I want it painted black. No colors anymore, I want them to turn black. I see the girls walk by dressed in their summer clothes. I have to turn my head until my darkness goes. I wanna see a faded, faded black, black as night, black as coal. I wanna see the sun blotted out from the sky. I wanna see a faded, 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 faded black. Yeah.
It's hard to let go and say goodbye. She's not sure where he's headed or when he's coming. coming home. She's just holding on tight to her cell phone. She's counting down the days, hoping to see him soon. She says her prayers every night, God be with him till the morning light. Lord knows it's hard to be all alone, and it takes a strong woman to deal with the pain. Flowers don't bloom without the rain. Today is just another day of living the life of a soldier's wife. She gets up early with the kids, takes them to school. She hurries on back to the house, 'cause she's got a million chores to do. She finds herself sitting by the computer anxiously. She can't wait to chat online. That man will always be her one and only. Lord knows it's hard to be all alone, and it takes a strong woman to deal with the pain. Flowers don't bloom without the rain. Today is just another day of living the life of a soldier's It's hard to be a soldier's wife, but she's stronger than she knows inside. She just takes it day by day, praying God will help her make it through. She's hanging on to her Bible, her phone rings, it's him, he's coming home tonight. God answered her prayer. Lord knows it's hard to be all alone, and it takes a strong woman to deal with the pain. Flowers don't bloom without the rain. Today is just another day of living the life of a soldier's wife. Today is a special day for the soldier's wife.
Hi, this is Sissy at Nailtini. Stop by for a mani-pedi at 817 Duval. Now, back to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle.
Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle. That's right. When you're in town, go down to 817 Duval Street, Nailtini, Nail Bar Day Spa, and they're going to hook you up. How do I know they're going to hook you up? Because I think I live there, and I know what they do down there.
Your office.
And that's my office. So let me see what we got going on here. Hey, there's Susan. We got Susan on camera over there. She's eating some of my pie. I made some pie. And there we go. We'll get there, Michelle and I right there. So, hey, I'm sitting here. Callie McCool's drinking Ukrainian vodka and key lime LaCroix. That sounds kind of interesting. I'm just drinking regular Pinnacle. And I say, Michelle Myers is on her way to Panama City Beach. You were just there recently. Did you lose your pocketbook over there? You're going back to try to find it? Is that what we're doing here? And tell Tim we said hi. I think he's listening in, too, while you guys are driving. So, Tim, Good seeing you, my friend, and hope everything else is going well for you. And
So what time is it for?
Huh?
Isn't it time for something?
Oh, my God. Is it time for that, Michelle?
You said it was.
Is it time?
You said it was.
Is it time?
I think so.
Oh, my God. That's right. It's that day in music, and I'm going to give you some trivia stuff here. Some stuff you may not have known about. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? 1964, I Get Around by the Beach Boys was released thanks to the flip side. Don't worry, baby. It went on to be their first #1 record. Hang on, someone text me. Yes, Bill Abbott. Remind me, Michelle, I have to do a shout-out after this. I got to get through these, and we'll do a quick shout-out and bring back some more music, and maybe we'll get Danny to come on and say hi to everybody. Danny Hoy's in the house, everybody. So, she's behaving herself, so that's good to know. Michelle Myers, wow, nice intro. 1964, Ella Fitzgerald became the first artist to have a hit with the Beatles cover when Can't Buy Me Love entered the UK chart.
That was loud.
Oh, I know. I think somebody just pulled over the side of the road. What the hell was that? 1966, a great Beatles single came out. Paperback Writer with Rain on the B-side. The latter was an early psychedelic effort, primarily the work of Lennon. You know what they're doing something in the studio there, right? Psychedelic stuff going on. Featuring the band's first experiments with backwards tracking. There are different accounts of who first stumbled upon the effect, John Lennon or producer George Martin, but the most entertaining account comes from Lennon claiming he accidentally loaded the tape backwards while stoned out of his mind. Total of 3 promotional clips were filmed for Rain, featuring collage-like cuttings of the footage in a way that would become commonplace for countless music videos in the mid-1980s. Looking back, George Harrison remarked, "So I suppose we invented MTV with clips." There's a lot in there. 1969, The Who released their 4th album, Tommy. That was a good album, which was the first album to be billed as a rock opera. The album went on to reach #4 on the album chart and sell 2 million copies in the U.S. What is the most important song on that whole damn Tommy one? Think about it. 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 Pinball Wizard.
Of course.
Be a pinball wizard.
Elton John did a great version of that.
I know, he did a great... Yeah, 1970, the Grateful Dead performed their first concert outside North America, appearing in the UK's Hollywood Rock Music Festival. 1974, George Harrison announced the formation of his record label, Dark Horse Records. The label first signing was Ravi Shankar. You know where he's from?
Nope. India.
Ravi Shankar?
Ravi Shankar.
Oh, he's American.
Ravi Shankar. Hello.
It could be American Indian.
You know what, Danny? Google that one. Ravi Shankar. And it's not the Ravi we know that used to live here in Key West. 1975, Elton John released his 9th studio album, Captain Fantastic, and the Brown Dirt Cowboy. I love that freaking song. Features Someone Saved My Life Tonight. That's a good song, too. That was one of my favorite albums, actually. Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboy.
You know what Ravi Shankar's daughter is?
Who was Ravi Shankar's daughter?
Nora Jones.
Nora Jones. Really? Are you serious?
Nora? Yeah. Wow. That's not
Did you just Google that?
No.
All right. 1979, The Who's film biography, The Kids Are All Right, premiered in New York City. This film contained footage of the last concert they performed with Keith Moon. 1987, the Doobie Brothers reunited for a Vietnam Veterans benefit concert at the Hollywood Bowl in Los Angeles. 1995, Squirrel Nut Zippers released their first studio album, The Inevitable. I love those guys.
I saw them in Raleigh.
You saw them in Raleigh?
Mm-hmm. We saw a bunch. There was like a whole bunch of that style of
zippers.
Those people swinging.
Callie McCool says no more diapers for him. I don't understand what the hell He thinks he was potty trained in '69, so no more diapers. Yeah, I'm glad we do this day in history. In 2000, during an interview at KROQ in Los Angeles, Billy Corrigan revealed that the Smashing Pumpkins would be calling it quits following the fulfillment of prior contractual agreements. 2000, Noel Gallagher walked out of his band Oasis during a European tour. 2006, the King of Sweden presented the surviving member of Led Zeppelin with the Polar Music Prize in Stockholm, recognizing them as the great pioneers of rock music. Pretty cool. Birthdays today. Artie Shaw was born today in 1910. I don't know who Artie Shaw is. Anybody know who?
He was a big band guy.
Big band guy. I would assume back in there, 1910. Rosemary Clooney. Do you know who she is?
Yep.
George's mom.
Was born today in 1928. Robert Moog, inventor of the synthesizer. I can't. Was born today. Moog was born today in 1934. Tiki Fullwood, drummer of Parliament of Funkadelic, was born today in 1944. Danny Klein, bassist for the Jay Giles Band, is 79. Radiohead drummer Philip Selway is 58. Matt Flynn of Maroon 5 drummer is 55. Singer-songwriter Jewel Kletcher is what? Jewel is 51.
Damn.
51. God damn, I would have never thought that. And Scott Raynor, the original Blink 182 drummer, is 47, everybody. And that, first of all, I got so many damn mice in front of me here. Let's get this one.
Oh, my.
I have 3 mice in front of me, and they're keeping me busy. But that is your music, trivia, information, this day in music.
I feel so much smarter. I'm now
I do feel so much smarter. I really do. I really do. So, man, I got everybody texting me all of a sudden. So, hang on a minute. I gotta get.
You should play a song while you read all
I'm
the
going to
text.
get to a song in just a minute, but I got to get this. I got to get this in. Let's see. Bill Abbott. Can you give a shout out to our son Nick, who's in town for a golf tournament? Hey, everybody say hey to Nick.
Hi,
Nick, and I hope you do well in the golf tournament. I recommend drinking lots of beer when you're out on the course. And my good buddy Tony Newbern and our glass. Well, my glass isn't empty, but we're having a good time. Thank you for joining us. He's all the way up in White Plains, Maryland. Thank you so very much. And let me see. Eric Smith. Yes, sorry, I'm using talk to text. Okay, so he must have said something funny and everybody's laughing. I don't know. Michelle Meyer says, hi there, Danny. Miss you. We're going to get Beth Schreier's on. Just tuned in. Hey, guys, if you're tuned in, please hit those thumbs up. And what we're doing, we're going to get to some music. We're going to come back. And maybe we will get Danny Hoy to come on and say hi to everybody since she's here in the studio eating my pie. Guys, Memorial Day weekend. Hope you're having a good time. Don't forget to remember those who gave all for this country and for us to sit here and have a good time tonight. So, T-Man Michelle's Cold Confessions right here on Tiki Man Radio. Live in Key West.
Tour was up in the middle of June. She was planning a welcome home barbecue. Green bean casserole, Grandma's recipe. There was a knock on the door around 2 o'clock. 2 uniforms and her heart stopped. Yellow ribbon round an oak tree, blowing in the breeze. Here's to the ones that didn't make it back home, the ones we ain't seen in so long. The hold up a beer was a wish they were here, ones and not forgotten but gone. They're in a better place up there, but they sure left a hole down here. We just go on living and go on missing the ones that didn't make it back home. The whole town shut down, the whole town showed up, sang Amazing Grace, watched a slideshow of his 22 years. There was laughs and there was tears. And that preacher talked about sacrifice and traffic stop for them Cadillac lights. Johnny sold beer half price that night. And everybody raised them high, saying, here's to the ones that didn't make it back home, the ones we ain't seen in so long. The hold up a beer was a wish they were here, was not forgotten but gone. They're in a better place up there, but they sure left a hole down here. We just go on living and go on missing the ones that didn't make it back home. Back to that front porch, back through that front door, to the life they were fighting for. Here's to the ones that didn't make it back home, the ones we ain't seen in so long. The hold up a beer was a wish they were here, was not forgotten but gone. They're in a better place up there, but they sure left a hole down here. We just go on living and go on missing the ones that didn't make it back home.
Take a trip back in time with Jukebox Saturday mornings. Every Saturday, starting when you get up, Buttercup. Tiki Man Radio opens up the massive archives of the radio station and takes you back to that old shaggy music. Jukebox Saturdays, only on Tiki Man Radio.
You're listening to B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions on Tiki Man Radio, your Coastal Americana music station. Now, back to B-Man and Michelle.
That's right. Thank you, Michelle Myers. I know you're on the road. Thank you for bringing us back into. Let me get. Let me see. Number 3 here. We got Danny Hoy on.
I'm number 3.
You're number 3. You're not number 2.
Well, thank God for that.
Yeah, you're not number 2. So, and I got Michelle. I got you.
Am I number 2?
You're number 2. And I don't.
Susanna's here.
No, you're number 4, Michelle. Number 2, I don't have queued up.
Okay. We should not have a number 2.
So, huh?
I'm just over here being
I don't have another one. I didn't get a chance to get it out, but
I can share.
Actually, I'm gonna.
We're all about him.
You can sit there with Michelle's at. You can take Michelle's.
Yeah.
No. Get in there.
Because I'm going to run away here in just a second.
She's going to run away and go.
You're going to go overtime just a bit, right?
Oh yeah, we're going to go overtime just a little bit. So, well, I've got Danny Hoy in, and then if Susan get on that one, Susan, you're good over there. And we got Susan, the next door neighbor here at 905 Grinnell here.
The next door neighbor.
The next door neighbor.
It's like
Kramer. Oh my God.
it's either that or
The
Wil-
next door neighbor.
As long as she's not Wilson.
Yeah, you just a little bit over there. Just see your eyeballs over the fence. So.
Over the fence. Hi, Wilson.
What'd you get on you? Pie?
Some pie.
You got some. Suck it off.
You got pie in your
Just
cleavage. How the hell
suck
did
it
that
off.
happen?
That's what she said. All right, so this is a hamster,
Yeah.
and apparently we're the best friends. We're best friends.
Besties.
Yeah, lately for some we just all of a sudden we latched onto each other. We're having a great time together, and
Did you get pie on his cleavage?
we're gonna lick the pie off this hamster.
But our hamster is our emoji.
He's our emoji. We do a hamster emoji.
Let me see if I get another camera.
Hamsters
on
are
here.
special.
But don't tell
There we
anybody.
go.
Shh.
All right.
Okay.
So what are you up to?
Well,
5-4.
we had it's Friday. We had off today. Believe it or not, this morning I did a
28 mile.
no 20. I think it was more like 24 and a half mile bike
okay.
ride. I rode up to
That's all?
Geiger Key.
That's all?
I know it sucks, but
And it's not an electric bike like she pedals. Because I was like, oh, it's a she.
if I don't pedal, I don't go nowhere.
No, but you got one of those endurance bikes, though,
I have
right?
a Trek.
Yeah.
A
See,
Trek
so
road
for-
bike. So
Yeah,
yeah.
that's.
so
I'm not going on the bicycle I got out there. I'm
no, it's a serious. You know,
my
I'm-
trike won't do that.
Yeah.
because I want to do.
You're hunched over. You're into it. You're breathing. Yeah. So it's.
I have a really great VO2 for those of you who know what that is.
Yes. No. You're definitely into it. So.
But no, it's and you know I want to do a charity ride. Probably going to do the Mark House ride again in September. So
Did you say Cherry House?
charity ride.
Charity ride. Okay,
Charity
I'm like,
ride.
what's
The Mark
Cherry
House.
Oh, that's good.
So Mo says, "Hey to the neighbor."
Hey Mo.
Hi, Mo.
How you Mo?
Let me see.
Love you,
Michelle
Mo.
Myers says, "Danny, hello, love."
Love you too.
And you over $5.
I do.
I'm just kidding. I
$5.
just made that up.
Venmo.
I'll send her $5. I'll send her $10.
And there was another comment I want to bring up in here, and I don't know if I can find it. It's anyway, I can't find it. So, it was a text. You know, again, I've got all these
Text and messages and
I got everything going on here. So Bill Abbott said, "I can't wait to meet Danny Hoy and Chris Ream." So
Bill Abbott. Yeah, that would be awesome, man.
Bill and Ann Abbott. Yeah. So
Bill and Ann. Okay.
they're a part of our show on Friday nights.
Are they coming down or?
Well, yeah.
do
When
they have
are
plans?
you coming down,
Do
Bill?
they have plans? Are they coming down?
I don't know. So when is
Okay.
Bill and Ann coming down? Yes, Michelle.
I hope so. Oh, thank you so much. The pie was very good.
Yes.
That was such good pie.
The hamster's delicious.
We had salad for dinner, all this healthy stuff, and like Brian's got pie.
I think I'm going to have a salad after we get done here.
We had a Caesar salad with Shrimp and other vegetables as well.
Shrimp. It's a shrimp night because you know
very
you know
shrimpy.
Ray and Harriet. You know Ray and Harriet.
Oh, they're coming down.
They're coming down on June 20th, and they're going to stay
Yay.
with us here until July 1st. So it's going to be fun
That's nice.
seeing
June
them.
20th, okay.
Because they didn't get a chance to come down this year because they were dealing with family issues back home, and
yeah.
So we're really looking forward to seeing them. Bill Abbott says no plans yet. They're working on that to come
Okay.
down. So.
Well, we would love to meet you. Totally.
So yeah,
absolutely.
So, I think Bill, you should fly them up there so you guys could meet. With them.
Well, okay. Well, there's that. There's that. We could go
Only
on
kidding, Bill.
On a trip.
Okay, the next I gotta move the stuff around because I got my next text that just came in, and
Who's that?
Ray the Roadie says, "Hey,
Ray the
Danny,
Roadie.
and hey, Suzanne."
Hey, Ray the
So-
Roadie.
Hey.
The Roadie.
So they'll be down, and so what else is going on?
Trip time.
Oh, we're going to Roatan. Did we mention that?
Roatan, 12
Like a
days.
while back. We're
It's
going
okay
for
to
12
say it on
days.
the radio now?
Now it's ready.
Now
Yeah.
we can say 12
It's all
days.
prepared, We were talking about it. Now it's an official thing, and we're going to go.
Yep. And I'm like,
I have never been to Ecuador.
but we're going to Honduras.
No, or I have never been to Honduras either. But like the
I was like,
Galapagos
where
is
are
right
you
there.
Oh, we're talking about
Yeah.
Galapagos. Yeah.
I
Are you
keep forgetting.
going to Ecuador? Or
I
you
keep forgetting that. I know for some
It's
reason
weird,
I think
isn't
it's
it?
Ecuador.
I know, it's really weird.
They're
So we were
so
like, oh,
close.
it's Belize. I'm like, no, it's 90 miles from Belize.
And Belize is there. Belize. It's
And
like
I almost
right
have-
in that, Central America.
I almost have Danny convinced to go diving with a try diving.
Michelle and I are
I wanna
going
try
to.
it. I
We're
wanna
going to
try it.
Mexico,
Yeah.
and then we're going to
On a boat
Canada.
or
You going to Canada?
And then we're going to
you say Canada?
Are you going to
Europe.
see
We're going to go. We're going
Verona?
to go to England,
With this summer?
and then we're going to France.
I'm so confused. When? What?
Is this all this summer?
We're doing all that shit around Epcot, man. I'm doing all.
Oh, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute.
It's a small world after all.
Look on your face
It's
because
a
you're like,
small world
what are you
after
doing
all.
all this?
They're going to Orlando. No, that's the thing about Orlando is that you have all the flavors there. It's great.
I'm actually looking forward to this
Epcot.
trip. It's only 2 weeks that we're going to be gone, but get off the rock a little bit, and we're going to
We'll be
go
crossing
We
over.
all need that.
We'll be crossing each other over. Oh, my dad will be here with his girlfriend from summer camp. So
This one time at summer
I
camp.
told you
I
that.
was going to say, did she play a flute?
It was so it was so cute. Like last summer, he went to his. He's 83, and last summer he went to his.
Your dad is so chill.
His summer. Yeah, well, you don't know him.
And athletic.
He is. He still skis black diamonds, and he got in the Hall of Fame for his senior league. But he went to his upstate New York camp reunion last summer and reconnected with. He was like 16 when he was a counselor, and Steffi was 15, and they were each other's first love, and they reconnected, and now they're boyfriend girlfriend again.
Oh wow!
And I was like, oh, that's really cute. And I said, oh, hey, you want to come watch I play swim in Roatan with Steffi? And he said, yeah, give me a bunch of things to do now. And I'm like, okay. So they're going to come down here and stay and watch Spike. And it's so romantic. She's 82, he's 83.
All right.
I know, right? And like,
Love, soft as an
When do
easy
you leave on your
chair.
trip?
when do we leave? The 4th?
The 4th
The
of
4th
June.
at like 4 a.m.
Yeah, so we're leaving the 30th.
Okay.
Of June?
No, 30
May.
May. 30 May. So
She
yeah,
said, okay.
she's been drinking.
So,
They're leaving May 30th.
so we leave a few days later. But who's going to be watching between then and Dee Dee, who will be at my place on the 4th?
Okay. So you got Dee Dee coming on the 4th, and then when's your dad come in?
The night of the 8th. So she's staying till the 8th. Then Dad comes in with Steffi. And then they leave the... Shit, when do they leave? I can't remember. When do we come back? The
The day
13th or 14th?
The 13th.
13th. So they leave
the
the
day before.
12th. And then Dee Dee comes back on the 13th.
And you guys are taking the cats?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, we're taking the cats. Yeah.
Taking meowies? Okay.
Yeah, no, they're going in the RV with
No,
us.
Spike will watch the place. Spike will be on guard dog.
Hey, say hi to Michelle Myers, Danny.
Hi, Michelle Myers. I love you so very much.
Why does that sound familiar?
How are you? She lives
because-
in Memphis.
Well, because Michelle's been here. She's been down
has
here.
been.
She's been at the house.
Okay, that's probably how I know.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
She's the
okay.
songwriters. You know what? I get a lot of people for the songwriters.
Okay,
that come in
that's
here
it. I'm like, I
and-
know that name.
And do their thing, and we hang out. Although this year we're not doing radio. We're not doing radio here
Oh, you're not
on
going to
Sunday.
do the after thing?
Not going to do it on Sunday. I think we're going to go on one of our. I think what we're doing is that Sunday we're going to go out on a Sandbar with GTS Travels, Gypsy
Of course.
Travels.
Yep, absolutely.
I think that's the day we're doing
Isn't
it.
that what you did last? You did that last year, didn't you?
I think so.
Yeah, I think you guys went somewhere. I remember you
Yeah,
went
we
out
went out with Gypsy Travels.
at some point. Yeah.
I think it was Monday, but I don't remember. My God, that was last year. I mean, I couldn't tell you what I did last week.
What's
Of course, we want to express our condolences to Danny Lynn.
Yes.
On the loss of his mom, because I met her, and that must have been so hard. Well,
especially when he's in Costa
while they're
Rica.
gone.
Yeah,
they
that-
were in
that had
Costa
to
Rica,
been-
so.
That had to have been tough,
Costa
and
Rica.
Danny's like a brother to me. I mean, he and I,
totally.
the two of us. I mean, you get us out there on that table, during songwriters, and we just sit out there and just.
And he sent you a lot of packages.
Yeah, he does.
Yes, I said.
He sends me a lot of packages. And,
Of what?
A lot of us gearing up for the songwriters.
No, I'm just kidding. I know. There's a lot of things that
so much happens with that.
And it's great. It's growing every year.
It is.
Every
and,
year, so yeah.
When's the songwriters? The next one?
That's the November.
November. That's when you do it. Okay.
Ours this year is October 30th, 31st, and November 1st.
Wow.
And we're in Dirty Harry's complex. Right?
Oh, I love Dirty Harry's.
Yes.
Yeah.
The dirtier, the better.
Shit, 5.
And I'll tell you, Mark Rossi and Fred Bushy take great care of us over there.
Yeah, they're great guys.
They are, and I appreciate how much they give to us and support us, and because we kind of run in there and just take over the joint, and they let us. I mean, you'll see us on ladders and doing stuff, and their staff just looks at us like, "Go for it, whatever." It's like, "Hey man, I need a ladder over here," and he's
Thank
like,
God we got
"Ladder,
insurance.
You got a drill?" And I'm like, "Yeah, here you go. Here's a drill." So no, we just do our thing. I mean, we run in there, and Mark Rossi knows that, we put 100% into what we do, and it shows. Everything that we do. So what the hell is everybody watching TV?
You do.
for?
I'm not. That's just Star Trek. There's some guy. There's some guy on Star Trek like having a freak out.
No, this is like a really big event.
I'm
like
not Star Trek. I know you are.
No, but
it's not. Somebody's
I'm looking at Michelle, and she's like engulfed, and then I see Danny slowly going.
I was watching Danny play with the hamster.
Picard is being tortured.
Make the
drooling.
Make the hamster play again.
The sandbar last year was on a Monday. So
what's the sandbar? Is that this weekend?
No. We, after the event, we go out with all our volunteers and we spend the day on a sandbar.
I feel like we should take an extra boat.
And we had.
Don't they have?
Mo, do we have 2 or 3 last year?
How many boats are going
I think
out?
we had 2 last year.
I'd love to go. I'd love to volunteer.
Oh my God!
Can I volunteer?
We have what, Michelle? Yeah, they took their big one out there.
Yeah.
That one was really
GTS
special.
is getting bigger and bigger.
GTS is doing great.
They're doing great
and,
work. Great work. Yep.
We tell people, it's like you get into town.
Oh my God, there's so much
Sandbar,
going on.
Go out with GTS Travels. They're the ones to hit and have them take you out and do all the fun stuff.
Because they're great.
Wait, which company?
Really great people.
GTS. Goaltending services.
They're on Stock Island at Hurricane Hole.
Yeah.
They really?
are.
Yep. We should go.
Okay.
Yeah, Amelia.
And Maureen said it's supposed to do Sunday this year instead of Sunday show. Last plan I heard. So yeah, we're working at it.
All right,
and,
we'll see what happens.
Tony Newburn says, "Where's Michelle? Michelle's sitting on the couch because
Michelle,
we
come
have-
say hi.
we have
I'm moving.
Susan in here. No, you're fine, Susan.
No.
You're good. Hang on, there. Tony, now can you see Michelle? She's sitting over there, relaxing. That's usually where she ends up right about this time, anyway. So.
Sounds like you're getting.
I
Some
love how
text
you're
messages.
playing with the hamster, Danny.
Tony Newburn
it's yours.
is an old Air Force buddy of ours, and he's like a brother. And you know
Bless you,
what?
Tony.
He is a brother for crying out loud.
Yeah.
And so, down in White Plains, Maryland. So they're tuned in tonight from White Plains, Maryland.
What county's White Plains in?
Tony, I think it's Charles County. If I'm not
Charles?
mistaken.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
Where's that?
I'm from Balmer, hun.
Baltimore?
Yes.
I'm in Los
Balmer.
Angeles.
I'm from Balmer.
Yeah, Danny
Los
is from
Angeles.
Baltimore.
Wow.
Baltimore.
She's from L.A.
City of Angels.
City of Angels, L.A. Freeze! I'm gonna shoot you.
Dude, that's where I found Spike. Was in that neighborhood, right? Like
In a dumpster.
I found him in a dumpster.
Yeah.
He's a cholo, man.
He is a cholo.
Cholo.
He loves his Uncle
Lord
Brian.
knows I can do
I
that.
know, right? He wants to. Yeah, I kill you.
Look, when you're
Cornholio.
around, that dog doesn't. I walk by, and he looks at me, and he actually flips me off. He's like, "F you, man." And then
Just looks so sweet.
He's cool, and then I know when you're home because I walk by. He's like, rah, 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 get the hell out of here. Rah, rah, rah.
But the thing is, he loves Michelle.
He's
He
protective.
loves Michelle. He loves you too, Uncle Brian. But he really loves Michelle. That was so funny, Michelle. I'm
When
sorry.
I give
I'm not.
you
I'm
food. When I bring food over,
That's like with everyone.
he's like, ooh, food, and he's cool.
And then he kill you.
And then it's like, he just look at you. And he's like, okay, you're cool for now, but.
But any teeth he has left are in the back. So when he gums people.
I know the last time, I think I came out there. It's like I got all this stuff in my hand I was trying to give you.
Oh, yeah.
And he's running around in circles, and he's gumming me, and I'm like, all right, we're good.
Yeah, you're like,
care.
I got you. He's
all
so
right,
cute.
buddy. It's all
That
right.
was so fun. I'm sorry, Michelle. I'm going to laugh about that for quite a while. He came out the back door. He saw Michelle to the left because he heard someone coming in. And the door to Brian and Michelle's yard and deck was open. And he took off. And he's been on restriction for like 2 weeks because he hurt his little knee. And he just took off and left.
Oh, my
And
God, yeah.
Brian went, and then
He's a
Danny's
senior
making
dog.
faces. And Michelle. I'm going to giggle for a while.
Maureen says, Danny going on a sandbar trip, ? I hear negativity breaking out.
No, because I get confused with that song. No more. I take my clothes off. I put them on. I don't know what to do.
I know you don't.
I
know
don't.
you
I just. They're off. They're on. No.
Yeah, that's one of my songs, and going out to a sandbar, there's a possibility of negativity, and you just have to be prepared.
You know
Or
what I
not,
heard?
and
You know
just
what I
go with
heard
the
tonight
flow.
is and I have Tropical too, but we're in my place and we're playing Danny's music on Alexa and stuff, and I heard a song that apparently is on the CD I have that I haven't heard before. Was it Gypsy Travels?
Well, it's similar, but it's called Wild Gypsy Woman.
It is so beautiful.
And
Who's it sang with?
Rudy Cox does
oh
it's a
my
duet
God.
with Rudy Cox. So
I was like, shh, Danny, don't talk. Don't listen to you sing. It's really beautiful. Wild Gypsy Woman. My God. I mean, wow. So if you haven't listened to it, you really should.
Well, if you hadn't heard
it's one of those cuts.
If you hadn't heard the latest, I got a brand new song I'm working on.
Oh.
And I talked to Emily Randall, and she's gonna do some background stuff on it.
Emily.
No, Emily. Emily is
I know Emily.
a violinist. Fantastic. Absolutely.
Michelle says Danny's hair is getting long. Looks great. Is that
I
good?
just haven't had time or money to get it fixed. Straight
It looks fabulous. Leave it alone.
all I do is I wash it and nothing else.
I will
just dries
Dutch
up
braid
and
it for you when we go diving and snorkeling.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, we're going to be snorkeling.
Leave it long.
Oh, we went snorkeling last week.
What
And
did
we
you
saw-
see?
We saw a puffer fish.
Oh my God, the puffer fish tried to like
Where'd you go
kiss-
snorkeling at?
Just Hicks Beach. There's a
at the pier, not White
by
Street.
the, right by the
Reynolds
casa,
Pier.
Right by the casa, there's a pier that goes out.
Yeah,
So we
yeah.
went. It's a metal pier. We went
Aquarium.
out, and we went down the stairs and went snorkeling. We saw a lot of different creatures.
There's a lot of stuff out
but
there.
Yeah. There's
The
usually a
puffer
shark
fish.
out there. I saw a nurse shark today
Nurse
over
shark
by Max.
The nurse shark was out there today, and then a beautiful ray. So we saw the ray, the southern ray, and there was
But
a
the
ray out there
puffer-
today.
The puffer fish was adorable.
The puffer fish got up in Danny's face.
He was smiling. He's like
And then he went.
and then he farted, and then
He blew
that
air
was
on
the
you.
end of it.
But it was and the anomalies are everywhere. We didn't see any, it's so in the water is 92.5 degrees now.
And I'm looking at the ocean floor at some point.
Yeah.
And there's sunlight drifting through, and it's just it's going like this.
Oh my
like
God.
And I just stopped breathing for like a second, looking at it, going, "Wow."
Yeah, I
So relaxing.
Just kidding. I've been telling you that for Brian. You got to try it. And then
So
Danny,
relaxing.
Danny said a bird almost pecked my head. So
Yeah, she was a little too close to a cormorant, and it was like
I wasn't
kinda
facing
it's
it.
kind of like ignoring you, and then all of a sudden it's like,
I've had enough of you.
it's just
and I'm talking to Danny.
Hi, she's going hi.
Well, not at that
and
point.
it's going, hey, I'm gonna peg you.
So, Danny, is there anything new coming up? Anything happening? You want to let everybody know
Actually, I'm just what for me?
Yeah.
Oh well, I'm working on some new songs, and I've been getting a lot of ideas inspired recently. I kind of like just didn't have a lot of time to do much, but I'm with MFG and and Alan Jax Bowers is now doing like the majority of the recording and engineering and stuff like that.
Took over everything.
Huh?
He pretty much took everything over.
Yes, he does. And I've been to his place, and I've been to his studio.
Yeah.
And it's called Mud. Sorry.
Yeah, I know exactly. And it's,
I thought Mudcut South.
Yeah,
I thought he was coming down here, but I haven't seen him, so maybe it didn't work out. But I want to work on some new songs. I want to get a new project going for next year. So.
That's kind of been me. This has been my year of no. I've been saying no to a lot of stuff.
I have a lot of songs.
No is a good word. We forget about it. I've been saying no a lot.
It's been my thing this year, no. And
good.
I've got like 3 songs in the hopper already that I've just decided.
Tiffany Green's got a bunch of songs that she's working on. Like,
isn't she coming down possibly next month?
June to July. Yeah. Like
love you, Tiffany.
June to mid. Yeah.
Love you, miss you.
Yeah, absolutely.
She and I need to get that damn song that we've been working on finalized and finished. And so hopefully I didn't know she was coming down, but I really haven't.
Well, it's all iffy. It's all dependent on Mike's health. So
yeah. Well, I mean, we talked briefly, and it was kind of like, "How's it going?" kind of thing. I mean, I don't like to like get into people's business. I mean, I just want them to know, hey, I love you. I'm thinking of you, and if you need something, you let us know. But in the meantime, I know you got a lot in your world going on, and I don't want to be that person constantly bugging the living crap out of you on certain things. And I just want to make sure that, So,
do you think he knows about Chicken Banana?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you think he knows about Chicken Banana?
Chicken Banana.
He doesn't know.
Do you know Chicken Banana?
You don't know Chicken Banana?
What is Chicken Banana?
Oh my God. Chicken, banana, chicken, banana, 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 chicken, banana, chicken, banana, 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 banana. Chicken.
What's that all about?
Oh my God! It's
just
a
go to
huge
Instagram and look.
Kind of like it's like this new thing, and it just makes you smile.
Peanut butter jelly?
Like peanut butter jelly time.
It's like that.
And a baseball bat.
Something like that. It's the biggest thing. It's
Chicken banana. Look it up on Instagram.
Oh my
It's
God!
ridiculous.
People are like all jumping on it after it's already gone viral. But we got
you guys find out about Chicken Banana.
We're smart. We're just.
She found out about, and she told me, and she sent
I
me
sent
a video,
it to
and I
her.
was just
Like back before it went fully viral.
And there's so many videos, and there's people just going, chicken, banana.
Yeah, now it's not so funny. But then, like, Frank.
And then it's AI stuff. It's all weird.
Oh, my God. De Palma is like.
Ralph De Palma was like,
he's like, send it to me. Send it to me. I need it in my life. I'm like, okay, here you go.
I don't know. I must have just crawled out from under the rock because that's the first I've heard of Chicken Banana.
No, and I thought you guys are like on top of TikTok and all that stuff, or at least you were.
I don't follow TikTok.
Banana.
I just.
No, you were doing funny things like the tortilla slap and,
Chicken.
Well, that was like Vanessa. I mean, Vanessa is.
Banana.
But you guys are doing mostly banana. Are you guys are mostly on Facebook, or do you do some Instagram?
No, I'm sorry. Chicken Banana is on everything because there's a reel on Facebook, so there's no excuse, and then it brings you over to Instagram. You gotta. No, it's not a kids thing. It's a cool adult thing. It could be. It's like, got any grapes? And a little duck went quack quack quack. No, it's the same thing.
I swear to God, this is all new to me. I have not, so I'm gonna have to go out and research
my
it.
God.
Just look up Chicken Banana, and your mind will be blown. Banana. Chicken.
Well, cool.
Banana.
Well, I want to get ready to close the show out because I want to chill out for the rest of the
I know, right?
My question to you is: anything else you want to let everybody know what's going on?
Painting, you're traveling.
Hang on, I got another text.
I'm
coming
painting.
in
I'm
here.
traveling.
Everybody's just like.
Mango Madness in Key West is coming up soon.
Yes, we will not be here for the opening.
No, we won't be, but we both have pieces in there, and mine is like a Volkswagen in front of a house.
Is it called Mango Mobile or Mango Wagon?
Mango Wagon.
Mango Wagon. All right,
Yeah.
mine's called Mango Earring. Yeah, it's beautiful though.
It's called Mango Madness. It's at the studios of Key West.
It's a yearly fun show.
It's a yearly fun show for whoever.
For members.
And for members. And you put a piece in, and it's usually mango related.
Doesn't have to be, but
it doesn't
it's
have to be.
fun. It's so fun, and you just so we put pieces in.
I'm gonna miss the mango margaritas at the opening, but
shoot! No, we're gonna get mango margaritas in Roatan.
Roatan.
We will toast the studios of Key West.
So you got new music coming out. So you got some really.
I don't have new music coming out
But you're
yet,
working
but
on
I
new
am
music.
working on new music. I'm not the person who writes music every year and comes out with a CD every year.
I don't either.
But she
I
does.
do
She
it
She
when I can.
writes the songs that make the whole world sing.
I have a
She
I have a
writes
song
the
called
songs that love and I don't know what special things.
I have a song called "Is It Too
writes
Early
the
for
songs
Tequila?"
That makes the
Funky
whole
Island
world.
Car. I've got some new songs that I'm working on. So.
She writes the songs. She writes the.
Thank you, Barry Maninoff.
Susan Manilow next.
Maninoff.
All right, so we appreciate you popping over here
to
eat some pie and get on the radio with
That
us.
was incredible pie. Thank you.
You're quite
Completely
welcome.
rando. Thank you.
Listen, I gotta tell you that. I want to say this before we go. I gotta tell you, Brian, Michelle, you're so lucky. He makes incredible bread, incredible anything. He's like, I made this. He's like, do you want it? I'm like, duh. You know, I mean, it is Brian. Anything he makes and touches, sweets or food, or oh my God, your hair will explode. And I'm so grateful.
Thank
and
you.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate that. I like
It's
to.
so
I
good.
like to cook, and
it's incredible.
We get so much, and Michelle and I don't eat all of it, and I don't like.
Well, I do,
Thank
and
you
so
for sharing your
thank
food
you.
with us. Thank you.
Dude, that
Thank you.
pie,
We're
man, that
very
was
grateful.
totally bitching, man. Oh my
And
God.
don't forget to say happy birthday to Gary. His birthday's on Tuesday.
Which Gary?
Gary Eck.
Gary. Oh, Soundman from Hell.
Gary, happy birthday.
Happy
to
birthday
you.
to you, Gary.
Happy birthday to Gary.
Happy
Eck.
birthday
What
to
the
you,
flocker, the
Soundman from Hell.
All right.
What the flocker?
So what's going on? You're gonna Tuesday. You're gonna have him here, or what?
No, we're going on. He,
To the boat?
He called us he invited us for a sail trip on Tuesday to go with him. So which is our pre
on the blue ice.
Yeah, no, it's on the Hindu.
Oh, the Hindu. My goodness.
Gary?
I've never been on the Hindu.
Eck?
Yeah. Yeah, so we got.
He's going to be what?
He called
60?
us.
No, wait, he's older than that.
No, he's older than that.
He's like 74 or something.
Trying to be
He's
complimentary.
older.
No, he invited us out, so we're gonna do that. That's our pre-anniversary because Wednesday is Michelle, and it's our 19th anniversary.
19. Michelle, how does that make you feel?
19.
Makes you feel old, yeah.
You're 19 years old.
19 all of a sudden.
And then from there, so on Wednesday we're going back to the cooking school.
The cooking school. Wait, I have a
What's
lunch
going on
thing.
at the cooking school?
I have a. You know what? We should like
wanna
totally.
check that out.
I have all these coupons.
Well,
It's what?
it's 50% off until the end of the month. So think about
Is
that.
that a membership?
But I have freebies.
No.
I have. That's one of the freebie stuff I have. Plus from the women's
should
club.
do that.
Then you
We
should
do
go
the
and
cooking
take
school.
I
advantage,
just
'cause it's the
have free
coolest
this and free that and free
Next
shows.
week?
Go do it because it's the coolest thing. Yeah. It's 50% off now till the end of the month. But if you got free stuff, go do it. I'm telling you, their food is awesome. It's a lot of fun. You learn
Is
how to
it
cook it.
mostly Cuban style, or what is it?
It's Caribbean style.
West Caribbean,
Yeah,
okay.
it's Caribbean. They teach you how to make different Caribbean dishes, Key West dishes, and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
It's a history lesson.
Pork and
through-
plantains and
And you can,
So what is it with the free shows? So I have free lunches, free this, and free shows.
show,
I have all
free
this free
show.
stuff.
Okay.
well, I guess I had to see what you got to,
I'll
'cause
show you.
Summer
We'll show you what
lunches,
we have.
summer dinners, but yeah, I mean,
All right.
yeah,
I just
We'll
have
give you our
stuff.
free
Well, that's
show.
Patty. So Patty that's Patty's HGA. So you know Patty.
So I recommend
She's
doing
fun.
it. So I want to get some music. I want to close the night out. 'cause
Yes.
I want to chill the rest of the evening.
I know. Let's go. Let's go.
Be Michelle's Coast Confessions on Tiki Man Radio. And we're going to get ready to close the night out, guys. Thank you so much. It's Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, it
Don't
is.
forget to think about why it's Memorial Day weekend. Those who gave all for our country
Amen.
so that we can have this radio show and do what we do. And again,
Exactly.
just take a moment, say thanks in your mind, little meditation, and in
Peace
the
out.
meantime, we're going to get to. I got 3 mice in front of me, and I grabbed the wrong one.
Konnichiwa.
Would you like a hamster to go with your mice?
I'm going to end with a Tim McGraw. If you're reading this, I really liked.
Oh yeah.
I really like this song, and it really has.
That's just like Tim McGraw.
Listen to the words, and so B-Man Michelle's Coast Confessions. We'll be right back after this song to close the night out, guys. There, thank you guys so much.
God bless you.
If you're reading this, and my mama's sitting there, looks like I only got a one-way ticket over here. I sure wish I could give you one more kiss. And war was just a game we played when we were kids. Well, I'm laying down my gun, I'm hanging up my boots, I'm up here with God and we're both watching over you. So lay me down in that open field out on the edge of town. And oh, my soul, it's where my mom always prayed that it would go. And if you're reading this, I'm already home. If you're reading this, halfway around the world, I won't be there to see the birth of our little girl. I hope she looks like you. I hope she fights like me and stands up for the innocent and the weak. I'm laying down my gun, I'm hanging up my boots. Tell Dad I don't regret that I followed in his shoes. So lay me down in that open field out on the edge of town. And oh, my soul, it's where my mom always prayed that it would go. If you're reading this, I'm already home. If you're reading this, there's gonna come a day when you move on and find someone else, and that's okay. Just remember this, I'm in a better place, where soldiers live in peace and angels sing amazing grace. So lay me down in that open field out on the edge of town. And oh, my soul, it's where my mom always prayed that it would go. If you're reading this, if you're reading this, I'm already home.
Guys, thanks for tuning in to B-Man Michelle's Coast Confessions right here on Tiki Man Radio. Thank you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Please take a moment and just relax and say thank you to the men and women who have supported this country and sacrificed for what we can do today. Thank you guys so much. B-Man and Michelle loves you guys. We'll see you very, very soon.